Women's United States Championship. This championship will not be awarded.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey guys, we're here at the Red Carpet Reign. Turnbuckle King here. We'll talk about new WWE Women's United States Championship. Get the likes as we come into the ring. We will talk about this brand new title that was just introduced to us by Nick Aldis on WWE SmackDown involving the women's division and how it's going to be defended on both shows, not just SmackDown. So we will talk more about that and how this title was going to be introduced.
Things that he said was that he's looking for the Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship, again for the visual of everyone carrying the gold in the bloodline. Do you think the women need a Intercontinental Championship or a United States Championship as well?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. It would be nice to have another title, but I think it's just going to take time. You know, when we wanted those women's tag team titles, it took a long time and it took someone actually fighting for them. So if that's what we want, someone has to stand up for it and really fight for it and prove that it's going to be a benefit to the division.
That was Bayley. She's on Sportskeeda. This was dated back to a year ago, actually, a little over a year ago. I think this was back in, if I had to guess, let me get my calendar correct. This was back in, I think it was a little over a year ago. And she talks about how that they need to add a women's title. And she says it's going to take time and work. And she mentioned how, she was the catalyst along with Sasha Banks of how to the women's tag team titles we talking about now as well took some work. She says it's going to take some time. So the thing about it is, while we talking about it, I think it very well may happen now that Bayley's talking about it. It very well may happen now. Very well may happen. You never know. But with that being said, Goodbread, how do you feel what Bayley said about the women's having a secondary championship, TV or Intercontinental or both?
Man, I agree with her. Like I said, I agree. I think they should definitely have one more mid-card title, just one. You know what I mean? Whether it's the IC or the television title, it'd give more meaning to the matches that they have on these shows. Now, it's not gonna hurt. It's not. We have two brands. You have SmackDown and you have Raw. You know what I mean? You could have them go like the same way they defend the tag team titles with cross brands. You have them defend the mid-card title cross brands. You know what I mean? It's only going to provide more quality, better quality matches and better quality TV. And the women that deserve to be highlighted will be highlighted because it's not enough. It's not enough. They don't even use the Money in the Bank for the women's. They don't even use that properly. Like every last Money in the Bank winner has cashed in the same night or the next day. Like it's like, you know what I mean? They can make so much out of the storyline, but they just got to be more creative with it. But definitely the mid-card title should be there. They need to bring a mid-card title for these ladies. Think about it. Just last year, the women's division did not look like how it looked today. Remember the last time they tried to really do something with the women's division, they moved around Ronda Rousey, who is never the greatest women's wrestler ever anyway. Like, so it's like they tried to take it and do it with a fraud. We have real women wrestlers now. Let's try it out. Let's try that same blueprint, but with these women that we have that are talented, like really talented, not so much big names yet, but their talent to make them a big name.
Yeah, you said some very key points in there, how the women's division in 1 year went from very average to top tier. And how they could really showcase the women's talent. Look, we got Zoe Stark, Natalya, Candice LeRae, we got her on the screen, Indy Hartwell, Shayna Baszler, of course. these women could very well be highlighted. Mia Yim, they very well could be highlighted to becoming, a great secondary championship. And not just that, I think the secondary championship could also set them up in the future as well. It could very set them up. It could make them, I don't know, it could make them very well be a future champion. It could very well be a future champion. It could be a stepping stone to the WWE Women's World Championship, similar to how the Men's Intercontinental Championship will go to right now, or the United States Championship. This could be the women's version of that. It could be a future world champion. People that are women that are now highlighted now, the depth could be highlighted with these titles or title. I think this could be a great title for that. And it could be great, like you said, for the ratings and great for the fans.
That's a fact. Think about it, bro. We went from Ronda Rousey, Mickey James, Iconics, Dewdrop, Nikki Cross, and nothing against those wrestlers, but the characters I'm talking about. So we went from that to we actually have Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Charlotte is hurt. Charlotte, man, we can keep naming them. We can keep Becky, Bailey. We have all of these names now, all in one roster. That was a level up. Now I got a question for you though, KD, TBK. If we did have an women's IC title championship today, who would you give it to? Who would you don it? Who would you put it on?
If I had to choose right now, the first champion, and she's one of my favorite wrestlers, I would say Natalya. Natalya would be the first person on my list. She's been putting work for years. She showcased what a women's wrestler should be, her great work ethic, and also how she can definitely make the title look good. Not the title making her look good, she makes the title look good. If you understand what I'm saying by that. And I think she would be perfect to be the inaugural champion. So if I choose, I would say Natalya.
I cannot deny that, bro. I can't. That's one of those. The only thing AEW got right was putting the strap on Jericho first. That's right, though. I would put it on Natalya. Natalya, I would put it on her and give her a nice little run.
Absolutely, man. She deserves it, man. She's been putting work for years. I would love for her to have a women's world title, but if they're not going to do that with her, you can at least make her a mid-card champion. At least do that. I think that'll only be fair to do that.
You're right. Now, if I was going off of the actual who put in work this year, if I was going over the year that just passed, for me, I would put that IC title on Shotzi Blackheart. She was the worker.
Yeah, that's her right there. Shotzi,
yep. Her and between her and Bailey. See, Bailey is going for the world's title, so we gotta leave Bailey out of it.
All right, guys, that's all I have regarding new WWE Women's United States Championship. This is the brand new championship that was just announced on SmackDown. We talked about the best scenarios of who will win the championship and how this championship should play on both shows. But who do you have in mind should be the first ever WWE Women's United States Champion? Let me know. Soon to reveal some pop-up, guys. Click the link below. You guys already know what it is. OUT.